Hi, this is Ashley Swartz with BTV. I'm here at CES with SMG, and I'm so excited and thrilled at the end of the day. He hung out to talk to me to be here with Brian Terkelsen, who's the CEO of MediaVest. Nice to see you, Brian.
Good to see you, Ashley.
So I know it was a big day, and I know you're excited because I saw in your eyes when you walked out. So tell me what you saw that was notable and sort of changed any game-changing things for you?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it is an exciting day when you come to CES, mostly because you never know what you're going to say. And you will always find something new. So there's a dozen new things that will happen, and then your job is to figure out which of those dozen is the most sexy thing, from interactive advertising to refrigerators that are smart. So there's a dozen things floating around right now in my brain, having just walked out of there. And I'm leaning in a very interesting way these days. It's about the connection. It's about connected at home. It's about connected to the human experience. It's connected to the advertiser and the actual device itself. So I'm leaning into a connected engine mentality these days. So we'll see where that goes.
That's great. So it's bigger than the living room, right? I mean,
yeah, it's much bigger than the living room. And that's what CES is about. It's, if you're not coming here with an open mind in order to take you into a new place, you're not coming to CES with the right frame of mind. So my whole shtick, if you will, is if you're doing today what you did yesterday, you're failing around your day for tomorrow. So my whole thing about coming here is walk out with something new. And I think I had a sixth grade teacher who used to say, consider the day lost in which you learn nothing new. You can't walk out of here with a lost day.
That's a guarantee. I agree. So, I mean, as far as business and how when you go into your office next week, right? What are you doing differently? I mean, how do you advise your clients to sort of take what they've gotten here and extract value from it and actually look at their business in a different way?
Yeah, that's a really great question. And I'll tell you what. I tend to tell my clients not to think that they're going to revolutionize the world tomorrow, but to look at everything that happens here and say, oh, this is coming 5 years from now. 90% of what's in that building right now is a 5-year future. It is not about it's happening in the next 20 minutes. Some of it's brand new, some of it's happening, and you've got to be aware of it, but we heard about it 4 years ago. So this is about what's coming down the road and making our marketers smart. If the home is going to get more connected, and it's going to get more simple, and it's going to get more easy to use, how are you changing your marketing communications? How are you changing your media buy? How are you changing the places in which you choose to advertise? I mean, that's what this should be sparking.
So, Laura refers to this as the consumer experience show, right? And so I sort of, having talked to your colleagues and your team over the last day or so, I've walked away with experience being that connective tissue, right? From a business perspective, how does that thread its way into every sort of element of activation and media planning? I mean, how does that become omnipresent for a marketer?
Well, you're getting to the core of the belief structure that we have, which is that everything, every brand interaction, every vendor, every marketplace, all boils down to an interaction or an experience that we create for a consumer. So as marketers, what kind of consumer experience do we want to tap into and or create? This is a little bit about both. So what am I seeing here that I'm going to tap into, and or how is it going to help me create this better connection with the consumer? We talked a lot about engagement in the old days, as in last year. Engagement still matters. Experience is in a way, I don't want to say trumps engagement, but experience in a way goes to the core. And if you can get the experience right, there's engagement in every aspect along the way.
Yeah, and I think, along the lines of sort of meaningfulness, this is about inspiration, right?
This is all about the future. So how could the future not be inspiring?
Yeah, and that's a great thing. So if you walk away being inspired, it was well worth the trip. So
well worth the admission.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good show, Brian.
Right,
thanks, guys.